Hello and welcome back to the Gears YouTube channel. I'm Aaron and with me today is Akshay. What we're going to be talking about now are riding gloves.
Okay, when it comes to riding gloves, there are two types of construction. One is textile or mesh as they call it, another is leather. But due to the safety reasons, we actually do not suggest using textile or mesh gloves. Instead, we have leather.
So we'll be talking a little bit about leather gloves right now and the different kinds that are available.
Yes. So the different types of gloves in leather construction available are as follows. One is touring. These two are sport gloves. Sport gloves come in two categories. One is full gauntlet, another is short cuffs. And lastly, the top-spec or top of the line racing gloves. Now, all this type of gloves come at various price points. For example, the short cuff sport gloves come for around 4,500 to 5,000. The full gauntlet sport ones start at around 5,500, go up till 10,000. Then comes the touring spec gloves, which are waterproof, comes for around 16,000, goes upwards. And then the top of the line race gloves start somewhere around 20,000 upwards. Starting with the cheapest of the lot, it is the short cuff sport gloves. These are made up of Delrin material at the knuckles as well as the finger points. Also, these gloves are made to a price point, yet they do not compromise on safety, because in the areas where you are likely to face abrasion in case of a crash, they have reinforced materials along with padding. Basically, you can see a soft padding material at this area. These gloves are basically targeted for city use and light riding. So in case you are faring around city or places around, they are very well ventilated because of the perforations which are there on the gloves. As well as the modern gloves have material on their fingertips which enable you to use your smartphone whenever you are riding around without a need to remove your gloves off.
Moving on, we got the full gauntlet sport gloves right here. So like Akshay mentioned, there's a lot of stuff that's common between these two. But what you have here is this additional section that provides you with more protection, but it may not give you that much mobility or freedom for your wrist. But on the other hand, it helps protect that area more. So this one right here is an Oxford glove and it comes with carbon fiber knuckles here. So this helps protect you in case of a crash. And you have carbon protectors here as well on the fingers. And you have soft protectors here that help in case of a crash or a slide as well. Moving on to the inside, you have some soft padding here at the high impact areas. So this also helps absorb impact during a crash. There is also a carbon fiber bit right here which helps you in case of a slide so your hand doesn't get stuck on the tarmac. So that's a great point they have right here. Moving on, we have these adventure touring gloves from Alpine Stars. These are one of my favorite gloves. They're called the 365 Gore-Tex gloves. As the name suggests, 365, they can be used around the year because these are waterproof. They have a Gore-Tex membrane, so they can keep your hands dry in all kinds of weather. And at the same time, they're breathable, so you know this material helps get the sweat away from your hands while keeping the water out. As far as protection goes, pretty good protection. You have Delrin sliders here for your knuckles. You don't have them here on your fingers, but you do have soft padding here throughout this finger. And one another good point is, like a racing glove, the last two fingers are stitched together. As you guys may know, what happened to Lorenzo,
Yes.
you know, he lost his last finger when he crashed and then he had to have it stitched back on. So since then, a lot of gloves come with this, and it's a great thing to have on a touring glove too.
Lastly, we come to the best your money can buy, race gloves. Now, as Aaron has already spoken about the safety part in touring gloves, it has come from the race glove itself. The pinky finger has been bridged so that it provides more added protection. The knuckles are made out of Delrin. When you're racing, you need a ton of airflow inside your gloves, so there are perforations to take care of it. When you consider about the touring gloves, the sliders in the palm area were made out of soft material, but in case of a race glove, they were made up of hard sliders. Apart from that, even the gauntlet area has the construction of the brand which is made here, which acts as a slider, which gives you an added protection. Overall, the stitch of this glove is much more sturdier than those on the touring or the adventure touring gloves that we have already seen. All in all, the construction of this glove is much more sturdier than that of an adventure touring gloves that Aaron has already spoken about. So this makes for a great value for money if you can afford one. We would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below.
Make sure to like, share and subscribe.
Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more content.
Till then, ride safe.